So what do insects look like? Insects could actually look different from one another. Here we have a dragonfly. Here we have a butterfly. Here's another butterfly, which also looks different than the first butterfly. Here is a yellow jacket, which is considered a wasp. And here's an ant. Now, do you see how different they all look from each other? The ant is not as pretty as the yellow jacket. And the yellow jacket is not as pretty as the butterflies, I believe. So as you can see with some of my insects I have here, they have patterns. If you look at this dragonfly, all the wings are exactly the same on each side. And it has a design, a pattern that follows the same thing. So here we have a design, it skips, we have the same design again, and it skips and it repeats itself. Now over here, we have a beautiful pattern. Butterflies always have such amazing patterns. So as you can see, a pattern is when it repeats itself. So for example, you see how this is black right here? Then it's purple, then it's black again, then it's purple, then it's black again, and purple, and so on. That's what we call a pattern. Here is another beautiful butterfly with a beautiful pattern. It's very different than the purple butterfly that I just showed you, but it also has a pattern, as you can see, and it matches the other side, which is so cool. And if you look at this yellow jacket wasp, it has a very cool pattern. And it almost looks as it is wearing a yellow jacket. That's why they gave this wasp the name Yellow Jacket. This has a beautiful pattern as well. And the ant, it doesn't really have much of a pattern, does it? Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please send me and Miss Chofi a beautiful photo of what you created with a pattern. So today, after seeing the beautiful patterns of the beautiful butterflies and yellow jackets and even dragonflies, I would like for you to please draw me and Miss Chofi an insect with a pattern. So as you can see here, I drew a caterpillar, and my caterpillar has a pattern. I drew stripes here, then dots, then stripes, then dots. That is what a pattern is. You skip and you repeat. So friends, whatever you would like to come up with is great. You could choose any insect you like that has a pattern. And remember my butterfly, I will show you again, that I drew, which also has a pattern, as you can see. You see how it's blue, white, blue, and then it goes black. It could also be patterns like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be like my caterpillar. It could be just like a butterfly as well, because these are all patterns. They're just different. So friends, I would love to see what you create. Have fun.
Wow, boys and girls, did you see how cool Miss Santos' caterpillar with the pattern was? She made lines and dots. That was so cool. And her butterfly was so amazing. She did blue, white, and black as a pattern on both of the wings. So that's what a pattern is. And today, our question of the day is, what do insects look like? And our learning target is, I can tell you what an insect looks like, and I can make a pattern. So, boys and girls, all the insects have patterns sometimes if you look at them. Like ladybugs, sometimes they have dots. Caterpillars have patterns. Even butterflies, they have patterns. So today we are going to create our own insect and make patterns while we do it. So for this project, you are going to need tape or a stapler, whichever one you have or prefer to use. I suggest Mommy and Daddy use the staplers, and you guys can use the tape, but either one is fine. So for my pattern today, I am going to make a caterpillar like Miss Santos, but I'm going to do it a different way. I love the way Miss Santos drew out her caterpillar and how she made stripes and polka dots as a pattern. I remember it being stripe, polka dot, stripe, polka dot, stripe, polka dot. So that's what a pattern is. It's something that repeats itself. It skips and repeats. That's what a pattern is. So for today, I'm going to make my own pattern, and I'm going to use the color. Well, I'm going to get construction paper, of course, because that's another thing that we need. Yellow and orange. I really like these colors. They remind me of summer. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to cut mine into strips. And to save some time, I'm going to put my two pieces of paper together, yellow and orange, and make strips. Just like this. I'm going to make a few strips because I want my caterpillar to be kind of long. So obviously my pattern is going to be orange, yellow, orange, yellow. And these colors remind me of spring and summertime. So I'm super excited to be doing this. Mommies and daddies can help you do the cutting if you decide to use construction paper. For this project, you can use anything as long as your pattern is a little different. So I'm using two different colors here, and if you notice, Miss Santos used two different, when she drew, she did two different kind of drawings. She did lines, and then she did dots. But I'm just going to use two different colors. But Miss Santos' stuff was so amazing. She's a real artist. I wish I had skills like that. I remember in school you guys used to make fun of me when I drew things because I'm not a good drawer. So, now I want my caterpillar's head to be this one. So I have a stapler, so I just turn it into a circle, and I'm going to just staple it. I'm going to leave this one like this, and I'm going to grab some markers and put a little cute face on it. So for my caterpillar today, or any insect you can make with a pattern, but Miss Santos chose a caterpillar and I really like what she did, so I decided to make my own caterpillar a different way. So I'm going to put two eyes, a little nose, and a smiley face on my caterpillar. Then I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to make it a ring. But before I make it a ring or a circle, I'm going to put it through the orange one. Just like this. And I'm going to use a stapler again. And then what comes next in my pattern if I'm doing orange and yellow? Orange came first, now it's yellow, and I need another color. Which one? Should I use orange or should I use yellow? If you said orange, you are correct because that's how we make a pattern. So I'm gonna kind of fold it a little bit, but before I staple it, I'm going to attach it. Just like this. Then I need yellow again. Then I need orange again to finish off my caterpillar. And remember, mommies and daddies need to help you use the staplers because you can get a boo-boo. Then I need, you tell me what I need. Let me back up a tiny bit so you can see it a little bit more. I have orange, I have yellow, I have orange, I have yellow, and I have orange again. what comes next in my pattern? Yes, good job. It's yellow. So if I wanted to use the tape, boys and girls, it's very simple, and you can use this at home. You just get a little piece of tape and you make it like a circle and you just tape it together. Just like that, see? And it holds it just like the staplers do. Just in case you don't have a stapler, you can use tape. Remember, the materials that we're using are all from home, so you don't have to go out and buy anything. And if you don't have something that Miss Trophy's using, or Miss Santos, because Miss Santos just used a white sheet of paper and she drew her caterpillar with the different patterns, and Miss Trophy is using different color construction paper for her patterns. So you can just improvise, which means you can use something else as long as you make a pattern, because that's the whole point of this project, is to make a pattern on your insect. So it doesn't matter what materials you use as long as you make a pattern on your insect. So, oops. Check that my staplers are working. Oh, look at that. My stapler stopped working on me. So what that means is I will have to use tape again, which is totally fine to use different materials to create our stuff. It doesn't have to always be the same. So I decided to use tape again. And it looks perfect. So now this is my caterpillar chain with a pattern. I did orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow. So now, boys and girls, I want you to create an insect and I want you to create a pattern. Please upload your pattern insect on Google Classroom so I and all your other friends can see what kind of pattern you created. Make sure you be super creative and you can use any materials you want as long as you do a pattern. Bye, boys and girls. Have so much fun doing this. And you remember, you don't have to make a caterpillar. You can make any type of insect you want, but make sure it has a pattern. That means the same and you skip one. So I have orange, and then I skipped and I got a different color, yellow, and then I skipped and I did orange. So it's a pattern, repeats itself, and it also skips. Okay? Bye, boys and girls. Have fun.